Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yep, I am actually have to do an update video on that Lamborghini Countach because there's been some questions on it that people are asking, and this way I can answer them so I don't have to answer a million questions. It's just easier for me to do a follow-up video on this car. So because of all the social media platforms I have posted on, a lot of people think that this car is 1 year, then it's another. Things aren't right with it. So what I will tell you is this car, that Lamborghini Countach, is a 1986. I'm going to walk you over to it and show you. So let's get into this. Here it is right here. This is a 1986. I have seen the paperwork myself. Okay. The side skirts and all that were from a 1988. It was updated in 1991. Okay. Just the front bumper right here. They had to do that for US roads. So that is removable. That is up to whoever purchases this vehicle. But I will say, yes, there are some things with this car that were updated. It is a true 1986. So for all you purists out there who have tried to, I don't mind constructive criticism. That I do not mind. But when people start belittling you on, social media platforms, well, guess what? I'm going to tell you, I know what I know on this car because I've seen the paperwork. Yes, this is not from the 1986. That is from an 88 also. So I am doing an update video on it. Yes, I do know the Alpine radio that came factory with this car is not inside of it. So, and somebody thought it was, didn't think it was funny that I said for how much money you spent on it that, hey, it should have power windows. You know what? That's called humor. It's called being human. So, I'm going to show you this vehicle again. Yes, there is some cosmetic work that does need to be done to this car. And I know this, okay? The headliner needs to be addressed. The strong arm for the door, that will get replaced also. Those are just the two little things, for this car right now. The radio, I don't know if it's out being repaired. That I do not know. A headliner to start sagging like that. You got to remember, this car is from 1986. And yes, I do know how to properly close the door on these. Oh yes, there are some cosmetic issues with this car, which is no big deal. Every single car of this age probably has something on it that needs to be addressed. This little mark on the hood right here, that will get repaired. But the rest of the paint on this car is all original. That will get repaired. These louvers right here, these will get repainted. The wing, this will get redone also. As you can tell, it is metal, not some cheap aftermarket. How this happened, who knows? I don't know. But yes, there are little things with this car. Mechanically, this car is perfect. The strong arm on here works fine because probably not a lot of people came in and out of the passenger seat. But interior-wise, the dashboard, that will get addressed. That just shrinks. That happens over time with some things. Okay? But somebody wanted to say that, hey, the radio should be right here between the shifters. Well, guess what? There isn't one. There's air vents right there. So where it goes, your guess is as good as mine. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to get this open. See, but it just doesn't want to open. So I'm not going to force this down and break it. See if I can at least get it open. But it doesn't want to open for some reason or another. Don't know. But yeah, I am doing an update video on this car. But in the interior wise, like I said, the dashboard will be addressed. The headliner and the one strong arm for the door. This car is 86, from 1986. Do the math on how old it is. This car's got some age on it. I mean, it's up there. So cars of this year, you know, usually don't hold out that long. But yes, it is still a very, very beautiful car. And the side skirts that are on this car was actually sent to Lamborghini in 1991 to be completely refreshed. So these side skirts right here, these are OEM Lamborghini. They are not aftermarket. They're not some cheap fiberglass. They are OEM Lamborghini for 1988. So some things were updated on this car to give it a better appearance. Just like this. Okay, around the back tail lights. I think it looks cool, but that's my opinion. Some people don't like it. Some people do. Hey, to each their own. But it's still a very, very beautiful car. The front bumper, not a fan of it, but hey, it is what it is. But I just want to give you guys a nice, beautiful shot of this car. So maybe it'll give me a nice thumbnail out of it. Who knows? But if I sit here long enough with it. But it is a nice car. Some people like it. Some people hate it. Everybody's different. Still has all the original OEM glass. OEM rims are not all marked up or curbed. So this car it's a true survivor. I mean, yes, it has like 15,000 kilometers, which is not a lot of a lot of mileage on it. Actually, no, 15,000 miles. I'm sorry, the kilometers were higher. So 15,000 miles on this car is not really a lot, in my opinion. But there is a complete file on this car of everything that was ever documented. It was never done at some makeshift garage or some, bad dealership. Everything was done by Lamborghini. So it wasn't sent to some shop that says they're authorizing their license to work on them. No. This car was sent back in 1991 to have everything completely refreshed. Side skirts, new clutch then. There's only maybe been about 4,000 miles on the clutch since then. So for all you purists out there, there's a lot of information hopefully you guys can absorb, and maybe it'll change your opinions on it. So, but it is a nice car in my opinion. I think it's beautiful, and it will go to a good home to somebody who will appreciate it. I mean, is it a wide car? Yes, it is. I mean, it still has a pretty good size. But there's been so many companies out there that make tubular chassis for these, or they use a Pontiac Fiero. Those you can spot a mile away because they're way too short, or they take them and they stretch them. It looks a little better. But in the meantime, this is a true Lamborghini. I've seen people on Facebook Marketplace, that are trying to sell them. Real ones, I haven't really seen any. I've seen newer ones, Murcielagos, things like that, Aventadors. But a Countach, they don't come up. They really don't. A lot of people tend to stay with them, like Hoovy from Hoovy's Garage. He has that white one, and he refuses to let it go. But yeah, if you're asking about all the other cars, that Mustang Stingray, that Porsche, the GT3 RS, that BMW, and that big, huge SEMA truck, dually, that is all 100% custom underneath. But yeah, but here you go. I thought I would do an updated video on this car. So this way it eliminates any questions or anybody saying that, hey, this car is not a true 1986. It's an 88 because of the side skirts. The car was updated. Some people do that with cars. They wanted a better look on it, which is fantastic. If you got the money to spend it, hey, have at it. But in the meantime here, hopefully this video will clear up any confusion on this car. But if you do like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel. Give it a big fat thumbs up because it helps me push through the YouTube algorithm. In the meantime, take care. I'll see you on the next one.